Mohammad Ali Shah, come in here on, of course, this meeting that has been chaired by the Prime Minister. What do you believe the outcome will be? It was certainly a high-level meeting that, of course, happened. What is now needed to be achieved on ground to ensure, of course, peace in the area, but peace which lasts for a long time, because the previous peace attempts have just led to some sort of tranquility for a few days before violence returns.
Right, Uday. It's always very, very heartening for me to speak on the Northeast, because I have fond memories of Northeast. In fact, it's home to me. It's my first home. I will not call it my second home, my first home. Now, I'm very happy that the Prime Minister has spoken about it. He has shared, in fact, he has shown his concern. People were very concerned that why is the Prime Minister not taking any interest. I was trying to play whatever you can call the devil's advocate, or trying to defend it by saying that no. I mean, I'm sure everyone is concerned. Everyone is equally concerned. Have patience. They said, what patience? By then there'll be more killing, there'll be more arson, there'll be more firing, and more houses will be burnt. I said no. Okay. By even the Prime Minister speaking, you think everything will happen like magic overnight? He will just speak something, maintain calm and peace, and there will be peace. With all respect to him, he's a leader. We all honor him. He speaks, and we all listen, we follow him. But the very fact is now that he has chaired this meeting where there were big ministers over there, Uday, first one has to understand the demography, the topography, the geography, the tribal culture, the ethnic affinity of Manipur exactly to be actually dealing with Manipur. Another person asked me, you have, because I have had 2 tenures, I have served as ADC to GOC over there, the spare corps, with 2 lieutenant generals. I had the experience of Assam Rifles over there. In fact, there was an incident, you know about this, where I was fought by the underground with 4 other officers and one driver, one other rank. But we negotiated coming out from the enemy camp. I would not say enemy, I would say adversary camp, unharmed, without a scratch. We only made them make the noodles for us, the tea for us. So that's one area where you actually got to understand the crux of the problem. And the way, what Mr. RMS Mani said, that I do not advocate for Bodoland. What has Bodoland achieved? Similarly, the cookies are demanding a cookie land, a separate administration for them. Now, the very fact such a need should not have arisen in the first place. I see that way cookies should not have come to pushed against the wall or come to a place where they asked for a separate administration altogether. So, and I also believe there is no problem in this world that cannot be solved today, but that doesn't have a solution. No, most certainly. The most complex issues have had a problem. I'll take you a bit internationally. When France and Germany can become friends after being bitter enemies internationally, why can't our tribes, our communities within the country become friends and unite and reunite and live in peace, harmony and prosperity together? So the bottom line is, the interest is not only about cookies or maites. The interest of every community should be looked after. They should be made to feel safe in the country. They should be made to feel that you are our people, we are here for you. And when a high-level power meeting like this is chaired, I think it sends out a big signal across everyone that yes, we are concerned, we are here for you. Now the very fact is, as per 2011 census I'll talk about, because there's been no census after 2011. 54%, rather 53% maites, then there are cookies about 20%. There's been no census. Now when people talk about illegal immigrants or about poppy cultivation, there's no evidence actually. There could be, I'm not saying there's not, there could be. But one has to produce a substantial evidence. Now among the cookies, for example, then they are Khongsais, they are Paites. Paites are basically, they're Chautes. They have a Mizo connect as well. Now, there are also cookies who have affiliation to Myanmar, some of them. Like, for example, there are other tribes as well. There are Mars, for example. So one has to have the inside details about what the tribal culture is. Without having the tribal culture, if one just comes, however influential a person might be, whoever the person might be, if he just comes and says appeals for peace, I do not think, frankly, I wish it could happen. I do not think that there would be peace by just anyone appealing or saying, come, let's maintain peace. One has to understand the background, give a patient hearing, empathize with both the communities without taking any sides. So the best person, the best people over there would be not the 51-member panel which was drawn out earlier, which they had rejected, which both the sides, the cookies and the maites, had rejected. Because out of 51, there were 25 maites, there were 11 cookies, there were 10 nagas. So and there were politicians, there was somebody from CPI. So firstly I say, don't let anyone, any politician come in this negotiation committee or the peace committee first. That should be the foremost. Secondly, the committee should comprise of people who are totally neutral, who are neither on either side, who are neither cookies nor Maites. If I, as a young officer over there, if I can learn Manipuri, if I can learn the Kuki language, if I can speak Nagamese, I'm sure there are many people like me over there. There are many people in the country who are neither cookies nor Maites, who do not favor any particular side, who are totally neutral, who are there for justice, who speak the truth. There would be many like that. They should be the ones to come forward and say, yes, we want peace in Manipur, because let me tell you, my personal experience is the most cultured, the most principled, the best of friends, the people who stand by the word are people from the Northeast. And when I say Northeast, I do not only say Manipur, I say Nagamese from Nagaland, I say from Arunachal, from Mizoram, because the core that I was ADC to was covering the whole of Manipur, the whole of Nagaland, whole of Mizoram, whole of Tripura, and South Assam. I started my schooling from Arunachal Pradesh, so that is the affinity I've had towards the Northeast. And let me tell you, the people in the Northeast are very, very chary about who to include in the circle. They will be within themselves. They will not let anyone. The word, the term is Mayank. Like I would be a Mayank, an outsider. So they won't let a Mayank enter their circle. But if a person blends with them and understands their culture, they'll welcome them with open arms. And I've seen that. It's a personal experience I'm sharing with you there. I used to, in the evening, I used to sit and play guitar with them. I used to jam with them. I used to mingle out so much with them. So a person who actually understands, if we say, oh, if this person is from the Northeast, I feel the Nagas are most welcome. Yes, because they're neither cookies, nor they understand the Northeast. I think the Apatami tribe from Arunachal Pradesh, they have the affinity towards Manipur. They are most welcome to be in this panel. A Mayank like me, a Mayank is most welcome. I would definitely volunteer to go to Manipur. And I'm trying to make a personal visit over there, in fact. A lot of people against my well-wishers' blessings. In fact, they're saying, no, don't go. I said, no, I have full faith, full trust. I'll come, nothing's going to go wrong. I will only, whatever little bit I can do. Oh no, don't get into the politics of Manipur. It's very, very dirty. I said, no, I'm not getting into the politics of Manipur. I do not intend to. My heart bleeds when I see my Kuki friends suffering. My heart bleeds when I see my Maite friends suffering. And earlier, let me tell you, 97, 98, very interesting. I was on the soil of Manipur at that time, right there. That time, one of the biggest ethnic clashes in Manipur had taken place among the Kuki tribe. In fact, it was between the Thadao-speaking Kukis and the Kuki Zomi tribe. The Kuki Zomi are basically, they have a Mizo connect. So they were, and from the north of Manipur, they were driven away. They had come to Trashanpur, which is a hill area very close to Bishanpur, and they have a boundary with Mizoram. So when this clash had taken place, ultimately the Mizos were called in to negotiate peace. And in the year 1998, a peace accord was signed where both of them, they sacrificed a bull, and there was a feast, and they shook hands, and that never happened. The Nagas and the Kukis, both are Christian, both the communities are Christians. They had a major clash. They were bitter and sworn enemies. If they could become friends with them, if imagine Nagas and Kukis they just couldn't stand each other's sight. I have seen it personally. I have seen people over there, Kuki and Naga, totally not at all. In fact, a person should be able to even distinguish their features. That by name, by the surname. Like, I'll give you an example for everyone to understand. We have Raos, Reddys from Andhra, we have Nayars, Pillais from Kerala, we have Muthu, Armugam from Tamil Nadu, we have Alis or Ahmads from the Muslim community. Similarly, every tribe has a different surname, they have a different get-up, they have a different waistcoat, they have a different tie, they have a different tribal or a community, they have a different, and a person who sees them and who can just distinguish, okay, this person by the name, by the features is from here. That is the right person, I would say, to actually come forward and negotiate peace in a beautiful place like Manipur. Where else will you find floating islands in the Lake Loktak? I have been there. I have spent beautiful times over there. I mean, we have patrolled that area where there was no path to walk, only through a kukri, only through a knife, only through a dagger. We have carved the way and patrolled that area. And by foot, by gypsy, by army heavy vehicle, by helicopter as well. So that is the place where I think a lot of, and one, I would like to conclude one last thing over there. It's very distressing for me, it's very, very sad. Just yesterday I'm talking about, I was in a conversation with a UPSC aspirant. A UPSC aspirant, he did not know where Manipur is. Can you beat that? Can anyone believe it? He did not know where Manipur is. He spoke about Manipal. It's in Karnataka. I said, excuse me, do you know what's happening in Manipur? He did not even know where Manipur is. So I commend your channel for doing a commendable job, for being a total neutral party. to actually bring forward. Of a very, very senior journalist of the country, I heard an analysis saying that whenever I do an analysis on Manipur, I hardly get any TRP, any views. But so be it. I will still go on reporting about Manipur because that is something which the country should know. They should pray for peace. That peace should prevail in a beautiful land like Manipur, and they are our people. They are our brothers in arms. And I love Manipur. I would like to conclude by saying, I Nanga Nungshi Manipur.
Yes, indeed. Let